Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for a great introduction, Marisa. I'll move over here because I made some slides. So before we actually start, I would like to ask each of you a question, and that is, where do you wear your phone? On your body, where do you wear it? Is it in the palm of your hands most of the day? Is it in the pocket of your pants? Is it in the pocket of your suit? Is it perhaps even in your ears? Where is your phone? Think about that question and keep it in mind. So when I was still a student in social studies of science and technology, I loved reading and writing about new technologies shaping society and vice versa, about cyborgs blurring boundaries between man and machine, and about the sociology of things. Yet, what once seemed to be theoretical exercises has, over the past few years, turned frightfully real, impacting not just our work, but also our life, our society, and the liberal world order. Big tech and big data are being abused by authoritarian state actors, and Russia is leading the way. The KGB first perfected the art of propaganda and disinformation on their own citizens, but now they are using weaponized information to try and undermine our democracies. Now, Russia may not have succeeded in tampering with our voting infrastructure yet, but their information warfare is manipulating our minds, sowing division in our societies, and very likely does swing elections. So Putin is conducting a hybrid war against democratic countries with a focus on his biggest enemy, the West. Now, as Marisa said, I'm still a lot online, but a few years ago I was online like almost 24/7 as a digital advocacy strategist. So I witnessed many of these attacks in real time, be they targeting elections, referenda, social issues, or even Russia's physical attacks, like the annexation of Crimea or the downing of flight MH17, our thoughts and behaviors are influenced by malign foreign actors and their domestic enablers. As I wrote in November 2016, we should be much more concerned about politics in general and not just in the US. We are seeing a rise of politicians who play the populism card. Helped by hackers, disinformation campaigns, automated propaganda, and opaque algorithms that influence what we see and read on social media and on search engines, we have entered an era of post-fact, post-truth politics. Trust in science is at stake. Trust in public institutions is at stake. Democracy itself is at stake. We cannot let that happen. Make no mistake, Brexit, Trump, Russian information warfare, big tech, big data, and dark money are all connected. More details about this increasingly global war on liberal democracy enabled by dark money, big tech, big data, and disinformation, are coming out almost daily, not least by stellar work from investigative journalists. Waged by opaque algorithms, sophisticated hackers, marketing technologists, troll farms, and bot armies, the ability for us as users to detect and respond to these attacks is limited. And we must realize that these vulnerabilities are a feature, not a bug, from the current digital ecosystem. And also, they are not limited to one country, continent, ethnicity, gender, or age. We are all susceptible to the manipulation of our emotions, views, and behavior. So let's face an inconvenient truth. We have become cyborgs. Neither the ones fantasized about in movies, nor the ones in theories about science and technology, but real life and constantly connected man-machines. Remember where you wearing your phone? That's us today. We have become the perfect targets for modern-day warfare, with easy access through the devices that are in everyone's palms, eyes, and soon even minds. As we are attacked with weaponized information on a daily basis, the ability to manipulate us grows. And unfortunately, we ain't seen nothing yet. So are we doomed? You may wonder by now. There is still hope, but it's crucial that we acknowledge what is at stake: our national security, the very functioning of our societies, our universal freedoms, dignity, and rights, the world order even, and that we act on it now. So the good news is, the EU is working on a plan to secure free and fair elections with some best practices already in place. Likewise, in the US and in other countries, groups are into discussions, and the G7 member states have committed to defending democracy. Now, the bad news is, we need to do much more than just protecting our elections, because democracy is done every day. And because the problem is much more fundamental than just interference with elections. So unfortunately, I don't have time to go into all the details, but here are some things we can do: strengthen digital skills, digital literacy, support civil society and independent media. We should adapt our electoral laws to the digital era. We should introduce a UN digital human rights. We should, I think, create public service alternatives to commercial internet. We should enforce transparency from big tech and big data. We should tackle dark money and corruption, and we need an all-of-society approach to defend democracy. To conclude, as vulnerable cyborgs, we need to tackle two sides of the same coin. On the one hand, we need to strengthen our human resilience, and on the other hand, we need to soften our non-human body parts. Only this way we can hope to ensure a shared reality and shared future for new generations of free and equal humans, or should I say, cyborgs. Thank you.